Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Now, I promise you this video will be very valuable to you because if I could go back 4 years to when I was starting my OnlyFans agency and I could have someone who gave this information to me right then I know how valuable it would have been for me. So I'm sure it will be valuable for you as well. So we're going to go over the fastest way to start an OnlyFans agency. We're going to get straight to the point and give you concrete steps on exactly what to do. Now, before we go into the actual value of this video, I want you to meet JP. So JP is one of my students inside my private consulting program, which is a one-to-one basis. And when he joined the program, he was making $0 a month with his OnlyFans management agency, but was looking to get it started. Didn't have a name, didn't have a website, had absolutely nothing, no clue on how to go get models, and let alone deliver them results as well. So this was back within March. Within the first week, he signed his first model. As you can see there, signed his first model via a system that we teach on how to get model recruitment. So getting a model was easy. It was a high quality model as well. And then, as you can see, within 90 days, he's making $70,000 a month across his models that he was managing for his OnlyFans management agency and was able to get them consistently to $50K a month. So that's what I'm talking about when I say that I know what I'm talking about, because as you can see, it can really change people's lives in just 90 days. That is a crazy difference in life. Imagine in 90 days you were making $70,000 a month. How different would your life be? I can imagine it'd be pretty different. And that's all because he decided to join our mentorship program and get started the right way. And that's enough about me ranting about our program's successful students. We've got lots more. There's Ryan, there's Vic, 13K, 25K a month. 8K, 12K within 30 days, 20K a month. Again, we have more. So let's get into it. We're going to break down the fast way to start an OnlyFans agency. Now, there are 3 key traits that I see in people who achieve rapid success. So I am going to be talking about, strategic steps to take during the process of actually building the OnlyFans agency business. However, there's always 3 traits that I see in all of those who I consult, and it's these 3 traits that make them stand out on whether they're going to achieve success rapidly or whether it's going to take them a little bit longer. So trait number 1 is that they keep track of their numbers. So by far, the easiest way that I can tell where someone's at is by asking them their numbers. So I'd say in model recruitment, how many leads are you generating this month or this week? If you don't know the answer to that, you're not keeping track of your numbers well enough. Or, okay, what's the average, what's the average churn rate of your clients? Again, if you don't know your average churn rate, then you're not keeping track of your numbers. What's the average % of warm leads that you generate when you're doing outreach? Again, these are numbers you need to know. And the way you keep track of these numbers is by making it simple to keep track of these numbers, which is why within my mentorship program, we give you, an OnlyFans agency dashboard that you can see here, for example, a model recruitment dashboard. We have dashboards for absolutely everything because we want to make it as simple as possible for you to keep track of your numbers, because just being able to input the data, get an output is going to allow you to keep track of your numbers really easily. So we can sort that for you just by giving you these tracking templates and these dashboards that allow you to view your data and really know your numbers. Trait number 2 is fast implementation speed. Now, this part is on you. Some people are more motivated than others when it comes to making money. And you need to ask the question, how motivated are you? If I give you a 90-day step program, or someone gives you a 90-step program, are you going to implement that quickly? So just being quick to implement it. I see lots of people, they say, yeah, I've taken a few months to get started with my OnlyFans management agency. When it doesn't even take a few months, within a week, you can have your first model signed, which is bringing you money. Then you've got a business. And that confidence it's going to bring you once you get that first model and you start making money is going to be really life-changing, because then you're going to be thinking, okay, if I've done it with one model, I can do it with another model. And then you sign another model. And then you learn more about how to deliver them better results. You deliver them better results, better case studies, get more models. So it really all starts with getting that first high-quality model that starts making you money. And you can do that within a week if you really do fast implementation and you implement things quick. And there's a few things that, of course, people can do to improve the implementation speed. and it's by having, a fast implementation mentorship design. And there's a few things, feel free to look these up for yourself, but it's essentially, it's stuff that's been learned by science to prove in your speed of implementation through the structuring of the layout of the program. So it's basically making sure that you go in as quick as possible, and that it removes as many barriers as possible so it's just up to you implementing it as quick as possible. And then trait number 3 is to seek out help. By far, all the people I see who are successful seek out help. That includes me. I seeked out help 4 years ago within the agency space, and I was able to take those principles that I learned, I was able to apply some of them to the OnlyFans agency business model. And then as well as that, I then was seeking out help when I was doing my OnlyFans agency at the start, asking OnlyFans models. Back then, there wasn't really anyone talking about it. Asking OnlyFans models who are making lots of money, okay, what are you doing in your account? Going in their account, taking a look at it. And then, of course, implementing that stuff as well. So don't be afraid to seek out help. Really, don't be afraid to do that at all. And it's something Alex Hormozi, you may not know about him, but if you do, I really recommend looking him up. He talks about a lot when it comes to lead generation, which is really good. But he's always a big proponent in seeking out help. He believes it as well. He says he sees it in all successful people. I see that as well. People who have rapid success seek out help. And, in case you're thinking, well, I don't really need to seek out help, you need to understand the reason you're making the money you're making is because of your knowledge. If you had Warren Buffett's knowledge, or Bill Gates' knowledge, or Ray Dalio's knowledge, one of the biggest hedge fund, he owns one of the biggest hedge funds in the world. I'm sure you know who Bill Gates and Warren Buffett is. If you had that knowledge, do you think that you'd be making the money that you're making at the moment? The answer to that question is no. They would instantly be making a lot of money very quickly just because of the knowledge that they've got. So knowledge is really king and powerful. It's the reason you're at where you're at in your life when it comes to absolutely everything. So read more books, seek out mentorship, just really apply yourself to committing to learning more, because learning more, getting more knowledge is going to translate into more money for yourself, as you're going to be able to be more valuable in the marketplace. And as well as that, you're going to have a little bit of knowledge when it comes to, the marketing and the sales and the fulfillment of the business, which is the 3 steps of every business: marketing, sales, fulfillment. So now we're going to go into the rapid growth OnlyFans management agency strategy. So step 1 is to implement a model recruitment system. Now this model recruitment system needs to have a few things that you can tick off. Does it bring you high quality OnlyFans models? If the answer is no, then you need to improve your model recruitment system. The output should be high quality OnlyFans models, and lots of them as well. So you need to adjust the system until you get that. And then, are you getting motivated models? Are they creating high quality content? How many models are you getting? Can you get models consistently? Because trust me, once we install a model recruitment system into our consulting students' agencies, it really changes the game for them, because they then have that level of comfort knowing that they'll always be able to get a high quality model, and they'll always be able to make thousands and thousands online every single month. And that gives them the comfortability to quit their job initially, even when they just started the OnlyFans agency, because they just know that they can get high quality models that are going to be making them thousands, regardless of what else happens within the agency. And when I talk about the model recruitment system, I'm going to change over to a flowchart to basically walk through the process. But this is kind of as elaborate as it needs to be. If you really want to go after the high quality models and you want to get lots of high quality models, then you need to have a robust model recruitment system. Now, it may seem complicated, but it can really be simple. Once you've installed it, you've set it up, you've delegated it to a virtual assistant for $3 an hour, doing 1 or 2 hours a day, and then you can bring in thousands upon thousands in monthly recurring revenue for your agency. But you just need to take time in setting it up. So here it is. It starts off very simple. We get a few accounts. You can do Instagram, you can do Twitter. We get a few accounts. We install the outreach tracking sheet. So that's the outreach dashboard that I showed you earlier on in this video. So we know our numbers when we are doing outreach, keeping track of which accounts we're outreaching to them from, as well as their responses to it, and the number of follow-ups we're doing. We then use a client attraction asset. Here's an example of a client attraction asset. It's an OnlyFans audit template. I'm just showing you a little snippet of it here. But as you can see, it just goes over some key things, and we just hand this over to the model. We tick it, we give her a score, we show her what she's doing well, what she could be doing, and then from that, she's then able to improve her operations. So then we have this sales asset which we give them. There's all sorts of types of sales assets, but the primary purpose of the sales asset is something that you can build once, that provides value to that market, that you can send out on scale. You don't want to have to be stuck trying to deliver a ton of value to each individual model you're speaking to, because chances are not all of them are going to sign with your agency. So we want to make sure that we can do this at scale, because it's going to be the volume that negates the luck and allows us to sign more models. So we build that really powerful client attraction asset. We prospect models, we outreach to them, we send them over a client attraction asset. Say, look, give us your number in exchange for this. They give us the number or email. We then put them in a follow-up sequence if they don't, until we get their contact info in exchange for the value or the free value that we're providing them. We then add them as a warm lead. At this point, they're registered interest in wanting to improve the OnlyFans account. Then we add them to a follow-up automation. We then asked, did the model book in a call? The follow-up automation designed is to book in a call. They already have got free value from us. And, if they've implemented it, the stuff that we're giving them, then we already know that they're going to get value from it. And we know that they're a good quality model because they implement things that are going to improve their account. So they're motivated. So you see how we're doing a little bit of qualification as well. Now, if they don't book in a call, we tag them as a dead lead, and then we add them to another follow-up automation, which goes over a long period, which is just designed in case things change, and it delivers some more value as well. But in case things change, they can book in a call with us again. Then we go, if they have, we add them as a hot lead. They've then got a call. We push them to a pre-call sequence to warm them up for the call. We add them to a sales tracking sheet, so we know our numbers again, keeping track of the sales numbers as well. Did the model show up for a call? If not, we have another little sequence for that. If they do, then we have a script that we run through on the call, which closes them. It's a very easy close, just a percentage rev share, so there's very little risk to them. We then send them the contract on that call. If they don't sign it, we have another follow-up automation that we install. This is all automated, by the way, all automated. And then if they do sign the contract, we mark them as one in the sales tracking sheet. We tag them as closed, and then we go through to onboarding the model. And again, that's just another automated system. So once you set this up, once you have all of these profiles set up, you have we give you the DM script that you need. We give you the follow-ups that you need to implement, how to implement them. You can set them up automated. All you need to do is just be tagging them, and you can have a virtual assistant that does that and just sends the initial messages. So it can all be automated. Now, going back to the sheet. So that was step one. I hope you see what I'm talking about when I say a robust model recruitment system that's automated, that can bring you high-quality models on demand, and lots of them too. Then we go to step two. So we've got the model. We need to get them subscribers. That's going to be the main driving force in getting money from their account. So we start organic growth and paid traffic from one promotional medium. The mistake that I see people do is they try and do everything at once. They're saying, yeah, I'm doing a bit on Twitter, I'm doing a bit on Reddit, I'm doing a bit on TikTok, doing a bit on Instagram. Your model needs to be creating content for all of this. So you're spreading your model's time thin, where she could just be creating a lot of content for one particular platform. Because trust me, there are agencies who we consult who are making 20K a month in a model account just from Reddit alone. So don't underestimate the power of just having one really good traffic source. So just pick one for your model. There you have your focus set on that, improving that. You can focus on everything that comes around that platform, how to improve all of the little nuanced things. And as well as that, your model's creating content specifically for that platform, so you can allow that platform to have better content to get more reach and subscribers from it. So for example, let's say you pick Instagram. So on Instagram, you want to be implementing Instagram organic growth. So getting the model to create content for that, using tags, the strategies that we talk about when it comes to Instagram, hashtags, absolutely everything. Then we have Instagram shout out growth. So as well as that, We have a tracking sheet when it comes to shout out pages, as well as we give you some shout out pages. You just go through that, pay literally 5, 10, $20 for a shout out. You get thousands and thousands and thousands, if not tens of thousands of impressions on that shout out, which directs to the model's Instagram account, which then they then go to the model's OF account. We then have Instagram growth hacking automations, so comment bots, hypervote tools, so going on lots of stories, giving them a like. That can all be automated. So people will see, oh, I got a like. Let me check it out. Oh, it's from a very cute model. Let's click on that. And as well as that, you can target specific pages. So you can target male-focused pages, their audience. So you can get lots of your ideal customers for your model by just implementing some simple automations. And then you do Instagram content redistribution. So creating multiple accounts, redistributing the content across those accounts. So again, we're just talking about one platform. You just really master it. You get it up to a point where your model's making at least 10, 20,000 a month just from that one platform alone. And then you implement other platforms. But trust me, building an audience on one particular platform, utilizing a whole range of methods, is going to be the quickest way that you can get your model's results. Okay? So going back to earlier, JP, I think he focused on Twitter as his first promotional platform. So he really mastered Twitter. He incorporated all the strategies that we teach when it comes to Twitter, and he was able to get enough traffic to that model where he's making 50K a month. So again, you just need to start off with one platform. Don't overcomplicate the process. Don't be trying to do loads of things at once, because if you divert your focus, you're going to be diverting your focus from building this OF account as quick as possible, and ultimately your OF business as well. And then step 3 is to install a chatting system. So here, there's a few steps to it. We have pre-trained chatters that we implement. So we have a private community of 6,000 OnlyFans chatters. They join this community, they receive training in this community. They then get put through a test. So we know that they're pre-trained. So when we put them in an account, they're going to know what to do. And as well as that, we also know that we're actually going to do a testing system on them to make sure that they're up to speed when it comes to putting them in an account. Now, as well as that, we have an onboarding workbook. So when a chatter joins, they're already pre-trained, they already know what they're doing. Now they need to figure out how our agency functions. So how to operate within Slack. So such as the daily reporting that they send to us, or the end of day reports, what we call it, as well as how to handle custom content requests. Everything is covered within this onboarding workbook we send over to them. We then have chatter tracking, so how to track the sales of the chatter, how to track it. We also have a chatter scorecard, so putting the chatters up against each other so they can win a bonus at the end of the month if they perform best. Creates a nice little bit of competition. So we just really know their numbers. And then we have further chatter training. So further chatter training on particular section scripts to implement, how to navigate within particular accounts, absolutely everything. So that's what I'm talking about when I say a thorough chatting system. And just by having a model who's already making 5K a month that you sign through a high quality model recruitment system, then having one promotional medium that is getting lots of traffic for it, and then installing a chatter who's trained and is going to perform well in that account and boost sales by 200, 300% instantly, you're going to be giving a lot of value to the market. And as a result of giving lots of value to models who are good quality models and already have a bit of money coming in, you're going to be making a lot of money yourself very quickly. So start off with 1 to 3 models, implement the strategies we talked about, and you will scale your OnlyFans agency fast. So, and now I want to say, booking a call to get access to my systems and a private mentorship program. I do not say this without hesitation. I truly believe that we do have the best program when it comes to building an OnlyFans management agency. We have systems I've just talked about. We give them to you. They're already pre-built. We offer one-to-one consulting where we hop on a call. We help you implement these systems. Not like we're just giving you this content, these trainings. We're helping you do it as well. And we give you a very clear roadmap of exactly what you need to implement, when you need to implement it, so you can grow this OF agency really quick. So you can book in a call down below to learn more, or there is a cheap little community you can join down below as well, where we have lots of OnlyFans agency owners who are sharing their ideas and collaborating. So you can learn a little bit more about that. and in the description below. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.